I love actors and I love acting. It's really in my blood. My father was an actor, and in fact, I was in utero when my father was working with Eugene O'Neill in the original production of A Moon for the Misbegotten. So I think it's fair to say that it's always been in my blood. My dad had been a child actor during the early days of radio when you could do many, many series at one time. And I think that's one of the reasons I have a very special sensitivity to very young actors and great respect for the work that they do. I started working as a very young actress myself. I felt like I had a lot of experience when I finally got to Broadway at the age of 17, and I had a lot of responsibility. I was covering the actress who won the Tony for Best Actress that year and had a role in the show myself. So I really understand what it's like to be a young actor who's has the energy and the enthusiasm, but not always all the technique necessary to feel comfortable. I had a wonderful time acting when I was young, and an interesting thing that's helped me as a coach is that some of the work that I did has helped the people who come to me feel like they know me already. The character that I played in Grease, Jan, many people have said, you were my friend before I ever met you, and it's been wonderful because it's a disarming character. People can relate to her, and so when they come to me, they say, I thought you were my friend even before I met you, Jamie, and I am happy to say you were my friend because I played a very loving and sort of unselfconsciously positive character, and that's really who I am, so they have met me before, and there's no reason to be afraid of Jan, and that's who I am as a coach. I know that other people can be very critical of actors, and I don't really feel that that's the way to allow a person's creative spirit to flourish, thrive, and radiate. So it has been my practice to find what is the very best in a person and help to bring that out, help to encourage the best work by seeing the best in the actor that I'm working with. Sometimes people come to me from many different schools. And sometimes people say to me, well, do you believe in the Stanislavski method, or do you believe in the Sanford Meisner method? I think they're all wonderful. I think it depends on the person. I am very geared to individual work. I feel that every actor has a process, even if they don't know it yet. People who have studied in a specific school sometimes come to me, and I honor that. I respect that if that's what's working for them. But I really feel that it's an amalgam of many different techniques, exercises, and it's an amalgam of these things that work in most cases. When I work with people who come from different backgrounds, I honor that. Athletes are very good at taking coaching. They're very used to knowing that there is help available and they're ready to listen to it. If I've worked with someone who's more used to singing, I worked with a young woman on a television series who was a very successful young singer and hadn't much experience at acting. We would sing every script that she had because it helped her to get emotionally in touch when she was singing. Then we'd throw out the tune, but she'd understand the scene better. I've worked with a lot of people who are stand-up comics, and they have tremendous strength. They definitely know where the joke is and how to tell it. Sometimes they need to learn how to listen and how to connect. But I begin with their strength and then add on to that. Sometimes I'll work with a model. And sometimes in this town, in Hollywood, people can be very prejudiced. As only true actors should be working. I have great respect for people who are models. I've had people come to me who have a great relationship with the camera, incredible relaxation and focus, and that's a great foundation to build on. So I'm interested in where you come from, where you're comfortable, when you have felt your most creative, going back to those moments where you feel like you've truly been in touch as an actor, those moments that gave you the steam to move forward with a career that is so highly competitive, and then say, let's go back there and start at that place and build on that. I believe that it is the creative spirit in full flower that is what I choose to nurture. I believe that we do work from a very sacred place, and that the conditions have to be safe, and that there has to be great relaxation and freedom in order to be able to do your very best work. So I try to create that kind of an environment when you work with me. I like working with people from all over the world. I love working with people from different cultures. I've worked in Chile with a director who is Chilean. I've worked with people who come from India who've never been to the United States. I worked with an entire cast of Middle Eastern actors who some of them were flown in, had never been in the United States before, and I love celebrating what's different about each one of the actors that I work with, but at the same time finding the universal truth, the emotional connection that we all have. If I can help an actor give a performance that makes the audience say, I care, or everybody laughs at the same time and has that universal experience, I feel like it's an opportunity to make the world a little smaller and help us to understand that underneath all of those very special characteristics that we have, we are really one. And that's an opportunity that we have as actors. Can you turn